New Super Mario Bros. Is a series of games that started with a release on the Nintendo DS back in May of 2006. New Super Mario Bros. Is honestly one of the best games you can own. It quickly became the new standard for how future Mario Bros. Games were developed, controlled, and released. As a player of both old and new, I prefer the new. Over the next 7 years, we would receive many installments in this awesome series, starting with New Super Mario Bros. On the Wii, all the way to New Super Mario Bros. U, a launch title for the Wii U. By the way, mine is not collecting dust. It sits next to my giant TV and is a center of entertainment for when my good buddy comes to town. I always beat him in Smash and he goes home angry at me. We have a great friendship. Of course, in March of 2013, Nintendo announced that it was the Year of Luigi, prompting many Luigi-based game releases and promotions, such as a Luigi's Mansion statue from Club Nintendo, and Mario & Luigi Dream Team, which featured Luigi as a heavy influence of the game. There was one other title released in June of that year that featured our lean green machine, but what was it? It's on the tip of my tongue. It's New Super Luigi U, which was released as DLC content for NSMBU. It also had a disc release, which I own. It also came as a bundle with the original game eventually. NSMBU was one of the reasons to keep going back to your Wii U because it is still a lot of fun to play. Nintendo keeps putting out these NSMB games and each time there's just more to offer. More power-ups, more levels, and more places to go in this awesome redesign of the Super Mario Bros. Games. New Super Luigi U follows Luigi as he does the exact same things from the original game. The setup is the same with Bowser trying the exact same strategy, only this time Mario is not present. This leaves a gigantic gaping hole in the character roster, and who do they pick to fill it? Nabbit, of course! He comes with a few advantages though, like taking no enemy damage and being able to store power-ups that are converted into 1-ups at the end of each level.
Mysteries of New Super Luigi U. A major character was removed for no reason other than a marketing campaign and replaced by a minor antagonist who then obeys almost none of the rules the game set for other characters.
Of course, if you're lonely or your brother is back in school after spring break, you can't even enjoy Nabbit's abilities and you're stuck with Luigi.
Mysteries of New Super Luigi U. Continuing the trend of ignoring introverts, homebound people, and friendless people's feelings when it comes to choosing a character of the 4 in the game.
Blue and Yellow Toad return but are again unavailable to the player who is only stuck with Luigi. But he's not just a carbon copy of Mario this time. Nope, this time Luigi is handed a new set of abilities that differentiate him from his NSMBU appearance. One such difference you'll notice right away is his higher jump. Like in most Super Mario Bros. Games, including Lost Levels and Super Smash Bros., Luigi is able to jump higher than Mario due to his lighter weight. He also gets this fun little flutter kick like a Yoshi in some games, and it's one of my favorite little bits of Luigi they added to emphasize the differences between him and Mario. Another power Luigi has in this game is acting like everything is an ice level. Yup, just like his appearance dating back to Super Mario Bros. 2, Luigi will slip and slide when he attempts to stop and run in another direction. You can also feel this when he's in the air too. It becomes very difficult to turn mid-air after jumping with this in place. In Super Mario Bros. 2, he didn't travel as far while sliding. In fact, it almost saved your life sometimes to duck under traps while he slid in his duck down form.
Mysteries of New Super Luigi U. The perceived challenge derived from ruining the controls of an already well-controlled adventure game.
This terrible ice skate through the Mushroom Kingdom should not be interpreted as a challenge mode for the already challenging NSMB series. These games are littered with their own challenges, like finding the right part of the wall to walk through in the DS version, dodging bullet bills while tiny in NSMB Wii, collecting enough coins to buy a bank to hold all your coins in NSMB 2, and where to put your gamepad in NSMB U.
Mysteries of New Super Luigi U. A $30 DLC price for a quarter of the levels, half the fun, and double the frustration.
This frustrating over-exaggeration of Luigi's slippery abilities make most of the 82 levels in this game intolerably frustrating to navigate through, specifically with the reduced time limit. You get little time to find all 3 star coins, some of which are totally unable to be found unless you have a smarter, faster partner to say,
"Hey, what about that cliff right there?"
To which you then have to facepalm that you didn't think of that, nay, that you couldn't reach that by yourself. How in the world am I supposed to reach that with only Luigi? This is a game I absolutely recommend having a partner to play with, otherwise you will face a lot of frustration. Not only that, the Wii and Wii U Mario Bros. Games have a system where if one player died, the other could continue and eventually rescue the dead players. This keeps you from having to repeat an entire level if you fell to a stupid trap like this one, or f***ing Sumo Bro, stunning the gear you gotta spin across a gap!
Mysteries of New Super Luigi U. These difficult levels inspire the nightmares that Mario Maker let people create and perhaps further inspire future installments of the New Super Mario Bros. Series. This is more of a fear than it is a mystery. Fears for the future of New Super Mario Bros.
Oh, finally, Andy's home. Time to play multiplayer so he can help me find some of these blasted coins. There's one. Ah, got it. Wonderful, thank you. Hey, wait a minute.
Mysteries of New Super Luigi U. Luigi's awful controls were so special and so impactful on the development team, they were implemented into the movesets of Nabbit and the Toads, removing any reason to have any other character in this game.
That's right, if you hated Luigi's controls, you can inflict the frustration on a friend or three by handing them a controller too. If every character is Luigi, why not play as 4 different colored Luigis? Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon took notes. In multiplayer, every character is Luigi, so they just handed extra ones different shirts and overalls.
Mysteries of New Super Luigi U. In the quest to make Mario and Luigi distinct characters, Luigi's distinct characteristics were copied and pasted into every playable character, essentially removing all distinctions between characters. And when everyone's Luigi,
no one will be.
It is because of this awful decision that attempts to further ruin this DLC pack that Andy and I eventually got so fed up with collecting the star coins, our only goal became surviving until the end of the levels. This means we skipped entire worlds to get to the end of this game. This wouldn't have been an issue if Luigi's ice skate through each level was fun, interesting, or he could land on these f***ing warp pipes without slipping the f*** off.
Mysteries of New Super Luigi U. Levels become frustrated jumps through the Levels become frustrated... Levels... Oh, come on!
Because most levels in the second half of the game are full of traps, pitfalls, surprise enemies, and poorly timed jumps, Andy primarily stayed Nabbit because I died too easily trying to compete with the game's platforming. Levels like this Parabeetle level. Who thought this was a good idea? The regular Mario levels made of these guys are already difficult. Why would you speed it up and stick Luigi to it?
Mysteries of New Super Luigi U. Fun and interesting levels had to be trimmed down, sped up, and wasted in this 82-level, $30 cash grab that ultimately did not pay off, will not pay off, and does not pay off more than 5 years later.
There are very few levels that stand out as fun in this game because any aesthetic they use to spice up the level is only on screen for less than 100 seconds. Some of these are levels you do want to spend time looking at and finding the star coins in. All of them are extraordinarily difficult to take no hits in, but New Super Luigi U is hell-bent on reminding you of these things. This game will remind you how good you did after every single level if you have the post to Miiverse option turned on, which I did, stupidly, because I forgot Miiverse is no longer a thing. But the Wii U doesn't know that.
Mysteries of New Super Luigi U. Post to Miiverse is still an option, even though Miiverse no longer exists. Another mystery, a game will give you accolades for collecting star coins, for completing a level, for beating it in 50 seconds, and may as well give you accolades for walking, breathing, and playing the game.
Fortunately for us, this game is short and barring any doors you may have to punch holes through, you should be able to skate through this adventure pretty fast. That is until you lose all your lives. Now, I don't think any other game in the NSMB series does this, but New Super Luigi U has a
continue counter? Why? To punish you for not being able to get through their awful controls? For not walking through the knee-high awful each level is? For not being Nabbit when you're player 1 so you can avoid damage from incoming enemies when you can't see in time to react? Oh, okay, cool, wonderful. Perfect!
I think you were supposed to reveal all that as a mystery.
No, mystery solved. This game is bad.
Wait, there's one more thing. The post game allows you to save whenever you want, replay any level, and activate Mario mode.
What is that?
It makes every character play like Mario.
What? Know what? Calm Andy is done. Frustrated Andy is here. This game built for Luigi, specifically for Luigi, and only for Luigi, so much so every other character plays like him is then given a Mario physics mode? Doesn't that just eliminate the ability to play most levels because he can't jump nearly as high as Luigi? That's ridiculous! Oh, and 100 seconds is definitely enough to focus on the 45 things each level has you do. Dodge the trap to get to the coin. Don't press the button, but get to the coin. Dodge the giant hand. Oh, you ran out of time. Boo for you. Oh, just in case you were curious, I know you are, you spend more time watching loading screens in this game than you do actually playing the game. What the chugs, Nintendo? This isn't Ultimate Tenkaichi. Get your gameplay straight, dang it! Oh, and Nintendo, do you remember how you designed the Ocarina of Time's death counter? Remember how subtle that was? So subtle most of you are just learning what it is and where to find it, right? Why not do that? Why not pat us on the head and tell us, keep going, champ, instead of, you failed and we will remember. Ready for the final mystery of New Super Luigi U? Final mystery of New Super Luigi U! This game exists.
Hey, you made it to the end of the video. Great job! Here's your reward, the ability to subscribe to the NintenCity YouTube channel. Not only that, you can watch our most recent NintenCity Talk, or another one of our videos right here. Then you can follow us on all of our social media. Thanks for watching.